Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Unreal Engine 4 Project Hero livestream. In the last livestream, we started creating our health component. Um, so we created a new component class in C++, and we made it a inherited component of our hero character class, and of course our hero player character class. So we have our health component. There's nothing more uh, to it than this, honestly, but um, what we did in code is basically we created new attributes in our ability system for our player character so that they have health and that they have max health so that we can kind of control, at least start to control, kind of where damage is going to go and how damage is going to work in the long run. So we gotta pretty much continue where we left off because we're going to start working on the UI part. Try to better integrate UI because right now we have this health bar, but it doesn't do anything. It's not related to our character's health. Obviously, we can update our health attribute and stuff like that, and we get the logs on the bottom telling us that it's updating, but we don't really know that looking at the health bar, right? So I need to do a couple of things. I gotta remind myself what the best way, because what I want to do is create a new widget class, and we already have one for our debug. For our debug menu, I should say, and I think it's under UI, and then we got the debug menu. All right, and the rest from user widget, and we have buttons and combo strings and all these callback functions and stuff like that. So I kind of have to remind myself how to do that and what we want exactly with our um, what's the word? With our health bar, I should say, I guess. So let's recompile our project real quick. I don't think it should take long. Yeah. So for the time being, what I want is that visual representation of the bar, which we have, and I also want a representation of the numerical values that the bar kind of represents as a percentage, right? So we have our main UI, which I'm fine with right now, being literally just that, but we have a specific health one, and I kind of want to update this. So maybe this being 50 is better in terms of size, because what I want to have, I think it might be best to represent this as a horizontal box. Okay, it can't have any children. Why not? Can I have a Canvas spell? Probably not, right? No. I guess what can we have? I guess we can literally just have a text box right now. And maybe it can just be like that. Let's do 0.5, 0.5 or something, right? Yeah. Or can I just do size to content? I think that's okay. And we kind of want to have something that's like literally like that. But I just don't know if we want it to if we want it to be, I guess these alignments don't matter. This one matters, okay. Whoops, 0.5. That one doesn't matter. So I don't know if we want it to be like is it offset left like that? I don't know what the best way to do this would be. I guess we can anchor it in the middle. And I think we can be okay with that. I think that looks fine, visually speaking, for now. We definitely want to have an outline, just so it's easier to see. And then we can just name this like health text, excuse me. And it will literally be like current health divided by max health. Like that's what it's gonna look like visually. You know, one value, division sign, the other value. So I think that works okay. And obviously, yeah, it looks decent. It's visible. You know, it looks good in full screen. Obviously, you guys can't see it in full screen, but that's fine. So that's kind of what I want. So what I believe I have to do is create a new C++ class. I think it has to be, it's not a HUD. I think it just has to be Slate widget. And we could change the folder. We're gonna make it UI, but then we're gonna create a new folder, and we're gonna call this health. And we're gonna call it character health widget, I guess. So we're gonna let that compile. Might take a hot minute. Okay, so far so good. I guess while we're waiting, let me get some documentation up for widgets. UE4 C++ widget, I guess. Controlling editor with widgets, is this anything? Okay, so that's the message. It's the function. We want to create a button that will click to call the printx function to edit. Okay. This has some pretty good information, I think. So we'll keep that open. Maybe it's worth looking at this video. I watched a couple of this guy's videos. Jolly Monster Studio, definitely recommend him. He's got some good stuff. Okay, so includes the combo. So combo widget, is that what he calls class? How does he create this? Okay, it's still compiling. Okay, just finished. So he does do a user widget. Okay. So I'm not crazy. Okay. So we have that class, and let's go ahead and reparent this, and what would you call it? Isn't it like, what's the name? Reload. Yeah, we'll have to stop debugging. Okay, so we can take out a lot of this crap, I think. We can take. I do want to keep up the debug menu, though. So we'll keep up the debug menu, and we'll keep up the health component. So hero debug menu. Where is that? UI. So that's this .cpp. This is the .h. Okay, so this looks wrong. This is a compound widget, so I did that wrong. So immediately wrong. Okay. Okay. So let's make a new one. I don't want to. I'll keep the one we have right now because it says S character health widget. That's just wrong. Because it has to be a user widget. I don't know why it says account bound widget. That was a whoopsie daisy on my part. Let's try that again. New C++ class. Do it the hard way. User widget. Let's do health, UI, health, character, health widget. I hope we don't have to spend a lot of time doing a lot of compilation because I want to get rid of that other class that we created on accident just to keep things clean and just so you guys see as much as possible in game dev. Because what you want to do when you create a class and you need to remove it correctly, you need to do a couple of things in order to make sure it all compiles and is okay after you remove that class. Especially if you don't do anything with it. If you just cleanly make it like this and you decide, oh, I did it wrong, or I need something else. So we'll let that compile again. Meantime, we can look into some of this stuff. C++. Because the first thing I want to first try doing is the progress bar. I believe that's what that class is called. Because if we can get the progress bar working, then I'll be kind of happy. Because setting the text should be hopefully easier, but who knows. Excuse me. Today is also the last day of my stay-at-home vacation I had for the last week for my birthday, so kind of a sad moment. So I'm doing a little bit of drinking, but don't tell anyone. Corona is not a sponsor. Okay, so now we definitely did this correctly. So I want to get rid of that other class I created because again, under UI we have health, and then we have this S character health widget, and we don't want that. That's a slate widget, and I guess I accidentally clicked that instead. So we're gonna have to go ahead and close out both of our project and Visual Studio. So it's gonna take its time doing that, I guess. Okay. Minimize that. So what we have to do now, after finding our OCD to reposition that, let's go into our project, hero dev, hero. We gotta go ahead and go into our source, hero, UI, health, and delete these slate versions. So that's done. What we gotta do now, to safely do everything, you gotta get rid of binary saved, immediate. I think you can also get rid of build. So we'll do that. So binaries, build, intermediate, saved. Nuke that. It's a lot of data. Usually it's in the saved intermediate folders. Yes, please. Okay. Couldn't get rid of the saved. Let's try that again. You require permission from that. What? That's kind of annoying. It's not letting me delete that. wonder why. Is it because I have UGS open, maybe? Maybe because I have Perforce open. Let's just check what else we have running. We can definitely, and Parsec, we don't need that running at the moment. Malwarebytes, no. Okay, what's inside the save folder? A lot of stuff. Can we literally just kind of nuke it? I wonder. Okay, so it's literally just the config folder. What's in here? Properties. Okay, use it under advanced or sharing, security, edit, full control, apply. Can I still not do that? This is ridiculous. Why? That's kind of gross and annoying. Let's just see what happens if I reopen it. No. Okay, fine. I'll play your game and not have to delete it. Fine. Now we can just generate project files again. Then we can go into our solution. And we just have to compile again. Which might take a while, unfortunately, which is kind of sad. So we should have, now you can see those other widgets are gone, the S character widget one, so that's good. It looks like everything is loaded in, so we can try to compile. Just pray to God everything is okay. While that's going, I'm going to take a quick intermission. Okay, we're back. And surprisingly, everything kind of launched pretty easily with the compiling and everything like that, so I'm happy for that. Now we can go into our widget. I think we should be able to parent it now. Reparent, character health widget, boom. Honestly, nothing's happening because we haven't really done anything, but we can close out. And we can kind of go back to what we were doing with research, because we need to so we need to do a progress bar, and I think we need to include a couple of things. So let's look at our debug menu. So so it includes blueprint user widget blueprint, and so does this. Yeah. We don't need the data asset. So we gotta find the right class. So I think it's, let's see. I think it's a sorry, I'm drawing a blank. It's a uProgress bar or something like that, right? So let's find out. User widget, does it give us anything else here? UE4, C++, progress bar class. uProgress bar, okay. So we might need to include this, but we might need to include the CPP. So we can pretty much kind of copy and paste one of these guys. And we might have to, let's grab both of these. Is it any kind of specifier? Yeah, public, okay. That's gotta be class uProgress bar. And then we'll call this health bar. In the CPP, yeah, we gotta copy this. Character CPP. Let us break this up in a vertical tab group. Yeah, this should be helpful. Okay. But we also gotta create the function, right? Create implementation. Boom. Okay. Then we could do if, and I think progress bar. Is that not what I named it? Oh, health bar. If health bar, we need to bind a new event. So there's unclicked. But is there anything else in here? So variables, structure, function. I guess we don't need to do anything because it's uninteractable, so we don't need anything like that. But what we can do, how should we do this? Probably private function. I don't know. I don't think it needs to be a U function because we're not going to be binding it. So we could probably do private. It'll probably be a void. Set health bar percentage. You'll take a float percentage. I mean, that looks nice. Why is it kind of complaining about that? Let's create the implementation. I guess we could just do it like this. If health bar. And I think this is where we're going to need to include. So we could just grab that. I think that's happy. No. Okay. Let me bring that back up. Hash include. Can I do engine? No. Can I do something like this? Engine? No. Can I do source? Okay. Source. No. Runtime? Okay. I hate how. So runtime. UMG. Public components. Progress bar. Boom. So it's happy with that. Now the function is set percentage. So obviously your percentage, it's going to be between 0 and 1. So I guess what we can do is health bar. Set percentage. I guess we could do, what was it? U math? Or is it just math clamp? I think we do this in our attributes. Let me look at how we do that. Because I want to just clamp it to be sure. Attributes. Fmath, okay. Do I need to include anything like that? Probably not. We're probably, yeah, okay. Fmath, clamp. Oh, let me just get everything again. I guess we could do something like, let's capitalize percentage just to have consistency here. 0 and 1. And let's go back to our widget here, change that to a capital P. Okay. It's having trouble. Thank you. Percentage. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we end that statement. I think that's good. Next, let's see, UE4, C++, I think it's just a text block. So similar stuff. Okay, so we don't have the bind widget actually, so we don't need that. Because there's no callback functionality that we want to do there, which is nice. And we can just do what? Class, U text block, health text, I think is enough. And we can have another one here. Void set health text block. I think it's just an F text health. Or actually, we can just take in float health, float max health. I think that's gonna be better, and we could just write the F text together. So let's go ahead and set that implementation up. Let's grab the class, so it's pretty much the same up until components. Hash include, runtime, UMG, public, components, and then text block. Boom. Now there should be a function for us. So it's variables, I don't care about that, construct functions. Get text, is there a set text? Yeah, set text. It takes in an F text. So let's go ahead and build a an F text here. So F text, health text, or just we'll say F text health. Equals, can we just say like health dot to string? Oh, well, okay. New health text. Can we say health dot to string? Or can we just do something like text what's wrong. Let's see. Wonder what's wrong here. UE4, C++, get float as text. Okay, let's see. This might just be a blueprint thing. So f-string sanitize float. Okay, I guess I could just literally just do that. No? Okay. I guess we could just do it. I think it has to be f-string then, right? Can I do something like this? And then if health text, do something like this. Health text set text. New health text. So it's definitely wrong because this is an f-string, right? Let's see, UE4, C++, convert f-string to f-text. Yeah, not concert. I don't know, these are all kind of just gross the way they're explaining it. Create a non-localized attack from an existing. Okay. I don't know how these functions work. But without localization data, and I think that's okay. So from string. So new health. What's this? Maybe I could do something like that. Okay, let's see. Let's see. F text. Health text example equals f text. Format. or f text from string. What's wrong? Okay. I do something like that. That looks good. So I guess I could just do that. Okay. Let's see if this compiles. Because right now, even though it might compile, we still don't have any kind of communication between the UI and our health component. So let's just take one thing at a time now. Okay, too many arguments for function. Okay. Okay. Is that not like that? Guess maybe I have to do. Is there like an f string? All right, let's just do f string health stuff equals. I don't like the way that looks though. It's probably wrong, right? Can I do something like that? Let's research more. Wait, do I have to do something like, let's see, UE4, C++, convert, flow to text maybe? Okay. So is something like that already like valid? It is. All right. Current health string equals. Can we say something like the f string sanitize float? health. Then F string max health string equals F string sanitize float max health. And then can we say something like health plus max health? No. Okay, let's try UE4C++ combined string. So you guys can see it. Whoops. Let me bring the whole kit and caboodle over. Where'd it go? Ah. Okay, so that's just not good. There has to be an easy way to do this, because this way is kind of gross. Like it's saying like current health string dot append, and I would say like that, but that says it's wrong. Sorry guys, let me just do something real quick. Okay. I'm kind of annoyed by how not easily I'm understanding how to concatenate these strings. Um, Okay. How does this macro work? UE4 C++ text macro. Can we have something like f text? No. From string text that divided by that health max health. No. That kind of confuses me on why I can't have that. Let me see. UE log temp warning. And then we do stuff like this. Where's ulog ask for? Do I need to do something like that? Whoops. No. And not like that, right? No, it's still complaining. Okay, wait, does this? F string printf. Does that really like that? We don't need these. Okay, let's see if that works. Nope, okay. Okay, I'm missing something. Oh, I gotta put a return true. Whoops. At the bottom. Whoops, not there. So we might not need this initialize thing, but I think we're in the money now, at least with this widget. Okay, so it compiles, so that's good. So there's health bar and health text. I think we're gonna get some compile warnings in our widget when we open it. Okay, now health bar and health text, perfect. We'll say it is a variable just because. Um, so now we need, um, I think in our health component, we'll need to get a reference mm, to our widget. So how do I do the other widget? Is it in our player controller? I guess in turn. So here's our cheat manager class. Debug. Yeah. So let's get a reference to see. Let's see what our character controller is doing. Okay, so we don't need the debug menu anymore, I don't think. We don't need attributes. Health component we need to keep up. Player controller. So we have a function for showing the debug. Yeah, this is what we need. Let's see if we can have something like this in our character widget. Is it, what is it under? Protected? So T subclass of class, and then it's new character widget, health widget. Hero health widget. Hero UI. Something like that. Let's see if that compiles. Do we need anything special? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so compiled, so that's good. Now let's see if it actually exists in our component. Okay, so it doesn't. Okay, so that's our controller. Here's our widget. Oh. Did that in the wrong one. Okay. So it's in our health component. Bam, bam. Okay, let's try that again. Let's see what the damage will be here. Alright, let's kind of nuke half of these tabs that we don't need anymore. Okay, so that compiled, so that's good. Get back over here. Hero player character. Health component UI. That. Okay. So now we should be able to do some like that. Obviously, that's not going to do anything for us yet. Now, in the controller, what do we do? So can I, in the CPP, for instance, how would this be best? Okay, let's try first including this. Hash include, I think it's UI. Health. Character health widget. Okay, it doesn't like that. Why? Okay, maybe I have to do hero first. Okay. Again, wrong file. Health component. Right? I guess we could do something like if, and then we could just do that include as well. So if hero health widget, can I log this? Health widget okay. I don't think this is gonna be okay, honestly, but I'm just gonna keep going for the sake of momentum here. Okay. Health widget okay. So we got that. So I think I gotta do it here. Can I do something like hero health widget? And then set health percentage? Okay, so I need to do something else here. Do I have to do something like that? But what? Health widget? Oops. we gotta create this. I feel like that is okay. Oh. Set health block text. Let's just say 1, 5. We'll know it's working if those values kind of show up. How do we want to do this? This is definitely wrong. All right, let's take a step back. Can I compile this? Is my first question. Okay. Let's create C++ class user widget. Choose folder UI main hero character UI main. Do something like that. Because basically I want to set up now the actual character's main UI. Yeah, we can reload. That's fine. Let's compile this again. Let's go into our player controller. Nuke that. Then we're connected to source control. Oh. Thank you. Then we can go into health. We also need to check this out. Hero main. We're gonna have to check this out in a second. File, reparent. Oops. Okay, so that's all checked out. Now, there should be. So, like, what is this? This is like, it's custom or user created, right? Is there a way to add user created? UE4, C++, add user created widget. This is definitely not what I want. It's not really what I want. Okay. So this is tricky. Well, it's only tricky because I want to do it in C++. If I wanted to do this straight in Blueprint, it's not going to be too hard, but I want to get better with C++, so that's why I'm doing this. Okay. Well, we have everything binded, so let's add this to the player controller. Because that, obviously, let me just recompile that. Because right now, if we play, you know, the UI is no longer on the screen. I believe. Yeah, so we're back to kind of where we were. So now I think if we go in, let's not worry about this main one yet. If we go into the player controller, we do something very similar. So if we could do 2C class of U hero UI main? I don't know what the name of it was. Hold on. Hero character UI main. Main UI. Or we could just say hero main UI. We can call this hero main widget UI. We could say widget. Then I think we could probably override the unpossessed. So let me find it. It's under protected. Don't need to do that anymore. So we can create implementation. We could definitely move this up. See, we can call super on possess. And then we can pretty much do what we did here before. So we gotta do if hero main UI. We could do, what is it? Hero debug, hero main widget equals create widget class. So we need to include this hash include hero slash UI slash main. New hero character UI main. Get game instance. Then it's hero main UI. And then we could say if hero main widget. It's not an interactive UI. So I think we just have to add to viewport. I think that's all we need to do. And it should show up. Let's see. So I gotta add it to the I thought I added it to the player controller. I didn't. Okay. I gotta change it because it's not debug, but okay. But we're in business, so this pretty much looks like how it looked like earlier. So I'm thinking the everything should just go through this main hero debug. So maybe we can, let's do a couple things first. Hero controller .h, that's the debug menu. Hero UI main. I guess we can make a public thing that returns the class hero widget. Sorry, excuse me. So maybe we can say So class, view hero character, UI main. Nope. Get hero main widget. And I can just do return hero main widget. I think that should be okay. Let me just put that into its own category as well. Okay. Let's see. So I think in theory now in our hero and our health component, can we do something like this? We definitely don't need this crap anymore, so let's just nuke it. So there is a player state. Is there a way to get the controller from player state? Let's find out. So that's struct. Okay, so score, player ID. Spot, start time, messages. Okay, so we can get the pawn private. So I don't think I need to worry about that at all. Yeah, let's just nuke that too. Okay. So I think I can literally so that's health change, max health changed. I think I can literally do something like this, where I take that. Alright, I don't need this reference, but I might need a reference to my player controller. So we get the character, right? Let's get our hero, player controller. Okay. So we got our player controller. Now, can we do something like this? A hero player controller. Hero controller equals cast. A hero player controller to Hero, play hero character. Get controller. Okay, so is there literally nothing I can do with getting a hero character? I mean, you literally derive from a bunch of shit, so where do you go? A character. Anything for controller here? Is it in pawn, maybe? Oh, and I kind of lost myself. Here we go. Controller. So there is get controller, so I should have access to that. Thank you. So can I say something like hero controller? Let's just make sure this is good. Log temp, warning. Controller is valid. Let's see. Okay, we're good there. So let's see if we get our log temp. Controller is valid. Okay, so far so good. Now we have that function. Get hero main widget. So can I say something like this? Main UI equals hero controller get hero main widget. Can I say something like that? Main UI is valid. Okay, so far so good. Maybe steps. So now what do I want to do? I have reference now. Um, in our health component, we have a reference to our main UI, right? Um, I guess now I want to figure out the way to communicate to our health UI part of that main UI. So I think the first thing I need to do is go into our .h, .cpp. We'll keep the controller. We don't need the widget right now, and we don't really need the. Yeah, we'll need the component. Let's see. Let's get this. I don't. I think we can do. No, we need to reference this again. I think. Let's just recompile real fast. So here's our main. We have BPUI health, but I want to change the variable, obviously. So we'll call it hero health. Okay, so now we know our variable name. So we should, in theory, be able to do something like this. Excuse me. So we call it hero health, so let's just dump that there. Guess we'll have to make it public. And then something like class, and then it is view character health widget and hero health. It should be right. I don't see a problem with that. We'll need to do the same override. So let's just fucking karate chop that. Okay, so we're pretty much caught up. So in theory, let's see if this compiles, because now in theory we have a reference to our hero health. Okay. Okay. No, we should have a public function, pretty much like how we have in our health widget. So this will be, I guess, This will be public. This can be percentage, this, and I think this one can literally just be a full, F text. just implement and implement. It's hard to think about this stuff. Okay, no, this will need to be a float. Oops. So it's gonna be something like that. Then this could be changed to an F text, health text. We can just kind of copy that. Put that here. Copy this. Put that here. Copy this. Put that here. But then we gotta rename this. Health text value. It's kind of difficult with these names, to be honest. So float health text value, and then we could just throw it in like this. Okay. Does this compile? I think this will have problems, but yeah, it's definitely gonna have problems. We'll let it fail. Let's just check if that will go. Fingers crossed. Yes. Okay. So now I don't know if there's too many layers in this, or maybe I'm just kind of doing it all at once and I didn't really write it down or architect it correctly, which is something I definitely need to work on. Being able, draw out your architecture pattern, see how the hell you want it to work. I kind of just winged it. But now in theory, we have our health component, right? And we have a reference to our main widget. So in theory, what we can do is call our main widget functions that then call the hero health widget function. So what I'll need to do is include that in here. Hero UI health, something like that. And we just gotta do something like this. And the version of it is first one is set health bar percent. Okay, so it is the same function name, so that's gonna be a set. And the one in the health, we shouldn't have to clamp, so we'll just put in percentage, and we'll say it's clamped, already clamped before passed in, just so we remember that. And we could just take that it should be okay. It says it's not. it's inaccessible, so we have to make it. Can I make it protected? Will that be okay? Or will it have to be public? Yeah, I guess it's got to be public. Okay. We'll make a separate public category for our functions. Okay, so that should be kosher. Yep. Now we could do something similar. Hero. Health. Set health text block. And it takes an F text, which means we can literally just throw it in. So is that kosher? So now again, I don't know if there's too many layers in this, because I literally maybe don't even need to make a call into this health class, like this widget. I can literally just tell it to do it because it's already a variable. But let's just kind of make sure. Okay, so we're compiled, right? And we still play, everything's okay. So now, I believe is the time where we can actually test that all this shit works. We can go back to our health component, right? So we have our main UI. And we can say main UI. Oops, main UI. So it takes. So let's put in a percentage, and we're gonna put in 0.1. So what's wrong? Okay, I might need to include it. Might need, will need. Hero UI. Main. That should be okay. Let's see. So in theory, our bar should be low and not fully red. When we play. Okay. So it's null. Okay. So does this all happen too quickly? Can I cut that? And put it here. Does that still compile? So this is null. No matter what. That's interesting. Why? Okay. Okay, so maybe that's because those are just not anything. Let's try this. So UI debug. I think I have to have these properties, honestly. All right, let's see what happens here. Okay, so it at least compiles. So that's still good. That looks okay. Let me rename this to just health. Okay, so that's good. And then let's just change this just to health. Yes, that's good. Okay. It's the same pull for this. Okay. So these should be valid now. So let's see what happens. Okay, good sign. So that part worked. So let me just check now if I move. Hero component. Let's see if we can move this instead of health changed. We do it in begin. No, we do it in here. Okay. Whoops, sorry. Okay. So good. That's good. So now, I think we can create our functions for updating health and stuff like that. It'll mainly be a lot like this. So we can nuke that. So we can make a new version. So we do void update health bar percentage, and then void update health bar text. I think we can do both of those like that. We can create implementations of both. Okay, so this was the percentage, right? So this takes in a percentage and it goes here, which clamps it. So we can literally do health divided by max health. That's done, right? And then we could do a similar thing. Whoops. Except instead of saying set health bar percentage, we could say set health bar text block and do that. Does that compile? The world may never know. Okay, so it compiles, good. So now we need to make these function calls whenever our stuff needs to update, right? So on health changed, yes, obviously. We need to say so we want to say health equals new value, right? And then we want to say update and update. We should be able to remove this, but we'll keep it in just for now. If you'll excuse me, guys, give me a second. I just got an email I just want to check on. For work. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay. So now we got it when our health is updated. So now we can do something similar when max health's changed. We can say max health equals new value. And make those same calls. And then when we initialize, we can do that. And I think that's it. So let's see if that compiles. Okay. So we know it technically is working. Those numbers aren't the best. We want to round those. I guess we'll have to make them integers. But let's see. That works. That looks good. Max health 200. Yeah, that's all updating correctly. Max health 10. Um, maybe we'll have to do that. Whoops. I also want to get rid of that warning about the gameplay notify paths. I don't know if you guys can kind of see it on stream. But we see it's working. So I'm happy about that. I think we're going to be done with that. Let me pull up our thing. So health system. Yes, create a widget class. Research that. Okay, and we need to add pre-attribute change for max health. A good thing I wrote that down. We'll need to do that. We can close out of all this. Attributes. I think it's CPP. So we want to clamp this to something kind of small, but not 0. So we'll just do that. Then we'll just do like 10,000. So we clamp that. And now let's just compile, make sure it's all good. So everything seems to be still working as you would expect. And in theory now, max health is 200. If I set health to 300, I should just get 200. Yeah, because we're doing those clamps and everything. So that's all good. So before we call it all good, we gotta just clean up. We'll do clean up plus comments. And then we'll do display value as integer instead of float. So we need to do that. And then we need to figure out damage. Okay, damaging characters. So we want to join that. Members, me, obviously, right? Labels, it's going to be coding and gameplay. Yeah, we can add more to that later, so we can drop that in. Removing crouching movement from source code. I think we could just nuke that in the bud right now. Let's go to our character movement component. Where is that? Here we go. We need the .h. And then view character movement component. Now there should be some sort of enum somewhere. Unless I already did that. Or is it in .cpp? Is it like move walking? Let us find all. No. Okay. Is there a way for me to find this move walking crap? Yeah, maybe. Here we go. So crouch, we don't need this one. This could require that we rebuild a lot of things, but whatever, I'll do it off camera. So we're good. Wow, that was due a long time ago. Okay, save. And it's good. We can archive that and delete. We're good. So we're doing good with the health system. I don't think we're going to get the crash reporter, but I'll keep it on. I'm going to move it to debug, though. So I want to finish the health system, or at least the beginnings of it. Yeah, this will need to be changed. We'll see if we can get that done on Sunday. I want to focus on the health system and damage for now. But we'll also have to add better jumping and stuff like that, because I think we got better jumping animations. We'll have to look into it a little bit more. But I think that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and compile. While that is compiling, for those in the chat and Discord, not Discord, those in chat and Twitch, check out the Discord server. For those watching this on YouTube, look into the description. You will see a link to my Discord server. This is where we talk about the gameplay ability system, Unreal Engine 4, game development in general, try to talk to each other and learn together and everything like that. Like for those still on Twitch, check out the Patreon page. So the Patreon page is patreon.com/DevonSherry. You'll see that in the Discord, in the YouTube video as well. Make sure, if you can donate anything, it's much appreciated. I try to keep it as cheap as possible. If you get onto the second tier, you'll be able to get access to the source code for this project in case you want to play around and check it out. And later on, I might start developing a YouTube tutorial course about the gameplay ability system. So if you want access to those videos early, you'll be able to get access to them. And thank you already to the one Patreon that we have, Krzysztof Lovash. He's a good friend of mine. Definitely check him out. If you just look up Krzysztof Lovash, it's just Lovas. You'll find a lot of his stuff on YouTube. He has a good art station as well. He does a lot of interesting technical art, so definitely check him out. I believe he also has Twitter if you just look up Krzysztof Lovash. For those on Twitch, check my YouTube channel out. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you're already here, but if you aren't already subscribed, please do so. There's definitely more. There's a lot more streams you can watch on YouTube. A couple tutorials. I've been not really focusing too much on tutorials lately. I'm just trying to learn more on my own, but there are tutorials on there that might be a little outdated, but definitely check them out. There's still good information there. And for those on Twitch, you can follow me on Twitter as well, and if you're watching this on YouTube, it's in the description. I'm at DevLevelDesign. Follow me there for more announcements on when I'm going live, when I'm streaming, and things like that. And I think that's it. I think I also have a Facebook. Let me check. Yes, I also have a Facebook. So Devon Level Design. Check me out on Facebook there as well. But that's it for this stream. Thank you very much for everyone to watch. That was not a good sentence. Thank you for everyone for watching. Hopefully I'll stream more game dev soon. But for now, thanks again. And I'll see you on the next stream. See ya.